Today's rant is brought to you by New Works Plumbing of Sacramento. Locally owned for over 20 years, New Works has a fix for you. Just go to newworksplumbing.com for your plumbing needs and repairs. That's NEWWRXplumbing.com. Hey, check out my podcast today. I talk about the owner of the Oakland A's, John Fisher, who has been under attack for trading away all of his best players. I have a different view on this, and I'll discuss it today on my podcast if you don't like that. You know, one of the things I always try to do is get back to those of you that take the time to leave me a comment. And yesterday I had someone reach out to me via social media, and they didn't think I should have done a rant a day ago. I did my rant on Ben Simmons. They felt that I should have taken the day off because of the tragedy that unfolded over the weekend in downtown Sacramento. And I gave some thought to that. Obviously, I was appalled when I saw the reports of what had happened in downtown Sacramento. I still consider Sacramento my home. It will always be considered my home. I've lived there for over half my life. And yeah, I felt awful for the victims and their families. Who doesn't feel awful? I feel awful when I turn the news on at night and I watch what's going on over in Ukraine. As a matter of fact, I have stopped watching the news because the pictures of what's going on really, it's too hard. It's too difficult. But for the most part, this is Grant's rant, and I need to pick on something, and in this case, Ben Simmons yesterday, and that's what I do. On my podcast, I do kind of get off the sports path every now and then to talk about some important issues facing our country, but that's not what you tune in for to watch Grant Napier, right? I mean, Grant's rant is exactly what it is. It's a rant on something. And so, yeah, I did my rant yesterday. It doesn't mean I didn't care about what I saw and heard in downtown Sacramento over the weekend. It doesn't mean I'm not bothered by it. It doesn't mean that my heart doesn't go out for the victims and the families. We live in a crazy freaking world. There's a lot of bad right now in our world. A lot of bad. And I always try to use sports as a diversion. That's why I hate social and political messages when I'm watching sports. It's why I did a rant a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, on the broadcast team at ESPN when they were doing the women's NCAA tournament, a moment of silence for the Don't Say Gay bill in Florida, the Don't Say Gay bill, which is, you know, creating a lot of controversy in the employees of Disney down in Orlando. And we go on and on. I don't want that in my sports. I'm watching sports for sports. I don't want all the other, I'm going to call it crap, when I turn on the TV. And I'm boycotting ESPN. I'm not going to boycott the Masters on Thursday and Friday, but I'm not turning on ESPN for anything other than a live event that I have to watch, whether it's the NFL, whether it's the Masters, whether it's the National Hockey League. The point I'm trying to make is that's what I use sports for. It's a diversion. It's to kind of give us a little break, you know, a little respite, so to speak, of what really is going on in the world. Doesn't mean I don't care. Doesn't mean I don't have an opinion on it. Doesn't mean that I'm not bothered by it. But that's what I do. So I do appreciate the comment, but my job is to provide you with rants every day. And this may be kind of a different type of a rant. It's not really a rant, but it's an explanation of why I did my rant a day ago. And I hope that answers your question for you. And as always, thank you so much for watching Grant's Rant.